Okay, picture this. We're trying to find tangent of theta. We know that sine of theta is 1/2, and we know that cosine of theta is going to be between these two angles. Let's find tangent of theta, shall we? Let's first find cosine of theta, because with the Pythagorean identity, no. Let's to find tangent of theta, we need to find cosine of theta, because tangent of theta, remember, tangent of theta is equal to sine of theta over cosine of theta. So we need to find cosine. To find cosine, we can use the Pythagorean identity, which says sine of theta, sine of theta squared plus cosine of theta squared is equal to 1. But we know sine of theta, which is 1/2. So we have to do is 1/2 squared plus cosine of theta squared is equal to 1. 1/2 squared is 1/4. Is 1/4. 1/4 plus cosine of theta squared is equal to 1. Subtract 1/4 from both sides so that we can get cosine of theta squared isolated, as they say. If we subtract 1/4 from both sides, we get cosine of theta squared is equal to 3/4. If we take a square root of both sides, then we can have cosine of theta is equal to plus or minus the square root of 3, the square root of 3 over 4, which is the same thing as saying plus or minus square root of 3 over 2. Take it because the square root of 4 is 2. Now, to figure this out, whether this is a plus or a minus, we need to see where this lies, where this theta lies. To do that, let's draw a quick graph. We were to draw a quick graph right here. We have y, we got x. So they say it's less than pi negative pi. If we start right here on this axis and we go in the negative direction, we'd be going clockwise. And negative pi is 180 degrees, so we would be going like this. And going to be greater than negative 3 pi over 2. Well, 3 pi over 2 is 90 degrees, so 3 pi over 2 is 3 90-degree turns. So if we were to go in the positive direction, we'd go 3 pi over 2. That'd be 1, 2, 3. We'd end up here. But since it's negative 3 pi over 2, we're going to be going in the opposite direction. We're going to be going counterclockwise. Oh my goodness. Whatever. So we're going to be going like around until we get to right here. So it's going to be between this line and this line. So it's going to be in this quadrant. And since cosine is equal to x, all the x's in this quadrant are going to be negative. So this is going to be negative square root of 3 over 2. So this is cosine. This is cosine. So now we can solve for tangent, which is now equal to 1/2 over this over that over cosine squared 3 over 2. Not cosine squared. Over 2, which is the same thing as saying. Remember, you're dividing, taking the reciprocal. Taking the reciprocal. They cancel out. These two cancel out right here. And you'll be left with 1 over over negative 1 over square root of 3. And that is tangent of theta. Yay, we did it! Okay, students, cool.